Hi everyone, today is Saturday, August 13th, 2016, and they're coming out with this new War Dogs movie. Now, first of all, war represents World War III coming, and dogs represents that it's the end of the time of the dog that's approaching, and you need a dog to get into heaven. But see, the cast includes Miles Teller, just like you have Miles Higson, who played Seth Costello in Hollyoaks. Remember from 2010 to 2011. So basically, you see how he has blonde hair, just like the Nazis believed people with blonde hair were superior. Mm. So, I mean, just like Donald Trump has blonde hair, see? So, like, so this is Star Wars: The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire spoilers now. So if you don't want to hear them, then turn the video off now. You have been warned. So basically, Valen takes the Eternal Throne because Arkan and Senya have escaped in a shuttle type thing, and basically, this could represent Hillary Clinton coming to power and becoming the president of the United States. We don't know yet. It depends whether Hillary actually becomes president or not. But anyway, it represents the woman of wickedness coming in the Bible. But I mean, if Donald Trump gets into power and becomes the president, then that represents when the fifth angel sounds this fifth trumpet, because the fifth angel is basically Satan. So it doesn't matter what the US citizens choose, whether they choose Hillary to be president or whether they choose Trump to be president, because both of them are evil. Like, it's basically a choice between the woman of wickedness or Satan, basically. Because I mean, personally, I would choose the woman of wickedness over Satan any day, because Satan is supposed to be much worse than pure evil. So, because because when the fifth angel sounds this fifth trumpet, then that is basically when Satan rises from the bottomless pit, and that's when the abyss, aka hell, opens up, and then all of the demons and locusts are released. So, I mean, because you see, it says trumpet, just like Trump. See, it's like nobody's mentioning the other presidential candidates anymore because, like, I think we can safely say that they've already lost because there's no democracy in the USA anymore. It's just all a dictatorship. Like, see, this is a trailer of the War Dogs film. You see these three arrows right there? Well, it actually represents these arrows right here. When a giant cataclysmic earthquake comes, and when the first horseman shoots his arrows, see? And then see this bird right here, see it? Well, that represents that bird right there. Because Valen could even represent Theresa May, just like the woman of wickedness. Like, see this picture of her walking with her husband right here? And see it says 22 hours ago, representing Revelation 22. See, even the 50 for the fifth age right there. Let me show you. Let me show you the 50 on this cover, should I? Obviously, you have the 5 there for the fifth age in 2015, but you have the actual 50 right there. See that? Don't know what happened there. So yeah, let's get a closer look at this, shall we? This picture here probably represents just like Captain America and Iron Man, just like Jesus and Satan. See the blue side for Jesus Christ and the red side for Satan. The blue side for Captain America, the red side for Iron Man. See that? Here it says Hillary Clinton's 2015 tax return shows $10.6 million in income, 31% rate, and puts pressure on Donald Trump. Well, this is basically, it doesn't even matter about this because the dollar's going to crash anyway. That's definitely going to happen. There's nothing that's going to stop that. Like, even on this magazine cover right here, this thing right here represents the dollar crashing because it's got to do with panic. See, and the best thing to do is not panic because that's what they want. That's what the Illuminati and Freemasons want. Because down here it says 5 of Hillary Clinton's biggest wins. See the 5 for the fifth age? And it says fighting for us, just like fighting for the US. So, but she's not fighting for us. She's not fighting for the US. She's actually fighting for Satan. She's actually fighting against Jesus Christ. She's actually fighting for the rich Illuminati, Freemasons, the rich elite in their high up towers like Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. Like, obviously, like, Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark are fictional characters, but I mean, they represent people in real life. They represent the real life elite. Like Hillary Clinton and Theresa May represent the same person, the woman of wickedness. And Valen represents that same person as well. But obviously, Valen is like way more sexy than Theresa May and Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton and Theresa May aren't sexy at all. They're like the exact opposite of sexy. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind like Valen like trampling all over me with her boots. That would be hot. But this thing right here that says 9 hours ago actually represents 9/11, and this thing that says 58 minutes ago represents the fifth age coming with the fifth angel. And then this thing that says 7 hours ago represents the 7/7 bombings and 2017 coming. And then, see, Hillary Clinton's child is called Chelsea Clinton, just like those made in Chelsea rich Freemason people. See? Hillary Clinton is actually going against the miners, which represents her going against the Christians, because the miners represent Christians getting their oil to go to heaven. So, yeah, I mean, look what happens with Margaret Thatcher in the UK. Like, everybody, like, well, not everybody, but most people ended up hating her. Excuse me, because she went against the miners. And some people were actually glad when she was dead. They celebrated, almost sort of the level they celebrated when Bin Laden was killed and when Saddam Hussein was killed, and even when Hitler died. So, I mean, if Hillary's not careful, she could go the same way. Like, see the picture of George Bush above them? This represents George Bush pulling their puppet strings. Because, like, there was rumours that George Bush was part of the Skull and Bones Society. And there's rumours that the Skull and Bones Society is, like, linked with the Freemasons and Illuminati. So this even represents just, like, George Bush being an iPad goat too. Because, like, there's even rumours that he made, like, 9/11 an inside job and stuff like that. And also, don't you think it's a bit weird that as soon as you saw the picture of George Bush, you see a plane straight afterwards, which points to 9/11 again?
Are too attractive for us to pass up.
What did you mean by that exactly?
He means you boys lowballed the entire industry.
By how much?
You guys came in $53 million lower than the nearest competition.
Oh, okay.
$53 million, which represents the fifth age.
Now to a question that still has no clear answer. How did two 20-something young men land a $300 million Pentagon contract?
I have a big idea.
They call guys like us war dogs.
And then they're in a red car for Satan, see? And then straight after, you see the white for heaven and the blue for Jesus Christ. But the red car represents just like that red car in I Am Legend.
Bottom feeders who make money off of war without ever stepping foot on the battlefield.
Show you about my culture.
It was meant to be derogatory, but we kind of liked it.
We gonna play fair.
Sorry, kind of an emergency. Sorry, don't.
And then you see all of these people that represents Islam rising up and such.
To go first, I'm American.
Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. We gon' delirious. Come and take a ride.
You seriously want to drop?
And then this character right here represents the woman of the Bible. You see her blonde hair.
You seriously want to drive to Baghdad? David, we're gun runners. Let's go run some guns.
Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Give me some of that.
And then you saw the FBI there that represents that the FBI is involved with terrorism and such.
Come on, man, go! Let me go!
You drove these through the triangle of death.
The Triangle of Death could represent the Illuminati pyramid.
The triangle of death, bro? We drive through all triangles, including your mom's.
And then obviously you saw Jonah Hill wearing blue for Jesus Christ. See, this woman right here is wearing red for Satan.
Sure, look, if he was any more of an angry bear, he'd have two Russian peasants standing either side of him trying to make him dance.
That actually represents this bear right here, see? With Russia, see? It actually represents this whole beast system rising up, this dragon, which includes all of these people, with the feet of a bear. See?
And joining Sean tonight, it's Roisin Conaty. I'm not saying Roisin is terrible at countdown, but the longest word she's ever come up with on this show is drone.
Drone? Just like there's a drone there, see?
You like bears? You'll like me.
She said, if you like bears, you'll like me. Which basically translates in saying, if you like Satan, you'll like me.